The beginning is to say to you that Ikechuku, if some Nigerians were telling you that you shouldn't have given me opportunity to speak, tell them that so many television houses and individuals had approached me to speak on different issues since I left office, and I declined. Two reasons why did I decline? Two reasons. My publicist said don't speak, and I chose to be my publicist, and he's very angry that I'm speaking today. He knows. Second reason, what is new to say? Nigerians don't react to anything. Somebody said they made Buhari. Did I say anything? I didn't say anything. It's not important. Nigerians choose who to believe and who not to believe. Nigerians choose who to vote and who not to vote. Even if you come to a Nigerian man's house and kill the mother, the father will continue his life. Nothing bothers you. Nothing. So why do I waste my time? There's nothing that our chairman said that is new. Absolutely not new. I've said this several times. I've taken so many risks. I've said too many things. The fight from Goodluck's government to Buhari's government, you all knew about it. My aircraft was seized. I was shot at. If I was killed, what will happen? Nothing. So you will die a useless life. So what did I choose? I chose to stay in my house quietly. Fortunately for me, I got admission to study in Nigerian law school. And rule number one is, like they told me if I came here, you are our property. You have no right to go anywhere unless we permit you. That's the rule in the Nigerian law school. So anybody who says, why have I not seen you? I'm a student of Nigerian law school. Until I graduate, I can't disobey them. So I chose not to speak again because there is nothing to say, and because Nigerians will do absolutely nothing. If you say it's a line up 10 Nigerians and shoot them tomorrow, and nothing will happen. If you say it's a in fact, the worst thing about Nigerians is that even when you claim you're not committing any crime, and they pick you up tomorrow, we said it is a thief. Nigerians will join. They will chorus it, and you go to prison for nothing. The greatest fear I have is being found in prison for nothing. And you can be found in prison for doing. So, I don't want to repeat what I used to say before because you hold it against me. Those who are close to me know. We repeated yesterday. I will just only use one word. I won't use the rest. I say it's a hopeless situation. Is it a lie? So let's go a bit further. Let's go a bit further. You will be shocked that I won't talk about Buhari's government for two reasons. And I won't talk about President Tinubu's government. One reason why I won't talk about Buhari's government, I'm a participant, but they asked me that question yesterday. What moral reason do you have to criticize Buhari's government, having been part of it? That was the argument. I do, if I want to argue it. But, again, that was a huge debate amongst us, and we are all agreed I should say nothing about the government. So I now told them, if I will say nothing about Buhari's government, I will also say nothing about President Tinubu's government. Because you know the problem. Instead of Nigerians finding solutions to their problem, they are committing suicide. I'm praying for you every day that you should continue to commit suicide, so that by the time I wake up one day, all of you have died. I can now reap the benefit of your death by taking those things. What other people resist, like in Ghana, as it's going on now, like in Kenya, is what Nigerians, no worry, not be 4 years. After 4 years, he will go. The man wins the second time, whether by magic or by crook or by reason. You know, not only 8 years. No be good luck, no be good luck don't go so, no be why don't go so. He go soon go. Another person will come and repeat the same thing. You'll be saying that until the day God will come. For those of us who are Christians. So I have chosen to be like you. Say nothing, hear, and do.
When you look all around you and you see poverty in Nigeria today, you think it's by accident. It's not by accident. It is by design. Poverty and ignorance are important ingredients in the maintenance of feudal orders. The more you know, the more questions you would ask. And the richer you are, the more time you have on your hand to think. Your capacity to use your brain is a challenge to feudalism. That is why you have weaponized ignorance chasing Nigerians around. The poverty you also see is by design. Because the poorer you are, the less likely that you are going to ask questions of those who rule you. So you have this idea of feudalism that started as part of a culture, but that has transcended that culture. It used to be that when you're talking feudalism, people are waiting to see an emir, or they are waiting to see a sultan or an alkali. But the reality is that that idea, and that's where we come back to the ideas again, that idea is like a virus. It has jumped host. Where it used to exist only within the Fulani culture, It now exists in each and every Nigerian culture. Your governors are not unlike emirs. The president is not unlike the sultan. The government does not exist for all. It exists for a class. Feudalism does not work on the basis of the rule of law. It works on the basis of impunity, which means that somebody somewhere must be able to decide to whom the rules would apply and to whom it wouldn't apply, to whom the laws should apply and who should be above the law. So you find very quickly that it is impossible to build a nation because nations thrive on citizenship. Citizenship comes only when there is equality and the law is ruling. And it is only when you have citizens that you are likely to ever have patriots. So you have a country, yes, but you don't have citizens. You have ruiners in place of rulers, and there are definitely no leaders. When you speak to leadership, you're talking about vision. It means that the person can close their eyes and see where they are going, even with their eyes closed. The Nigerian is forced to engage Nigeria as a tribesman. You are either an Igbo, a Yoruba, an Ijo, a Kalabari, a Fulani, and you are either something of that or the other. Nobody ever treats you as a Nigerian and a human being. The only reason that has not happened is because of the need to preserve the capacity to apply unfair advantages. So you can't have an identikit of a Nigerian. So those of us who believe that this country can be better, first thing first, love your neighbor as yourself. Love your neighbor as yourself. It doesn't say love your neighbor more than yourself. Let's be.
But it's the final court. So if at this level you have any disagreement, the only appeal you have is to God Almighty. Maybe we may have to resort to that at the appropriate time.
Can you give clarity as to what you mean by that?
Well, the decision has just been given. We need time to digest it, but it's unfortunate that I did not hear about the issue of the forfeiture whatsoever. And the position of the law is that the courts is under a duty to talk on all the issues presented by the party. And we presented the issue of forfeiture as a fine imposed on the second respondent for the proceeds of narcotics and money laundering by the District Court of Illinois. I sat down through, I did not hear it, and I wonder whether that was swept under the carpet or was an oversight, because the lead judgment was detailed on all other issues, and they said all the issues there have been overtaken by event in all our own issues, and I did not hear the issue of the forfeiture. And so that's why I said I disagree respectfully, even though the decision is binding.
How about the 50% issue has also been laid to rest?
Yes, it has been laid to rest. The Supreme Court has the authority to interpret the Constitution. It is their prerogative as the arm of government imbued with the power to interpret. That is the interpretation they have given to it, and it is binding on us all. That's what I'm going to say on it.
What's your take on the reasoning on IREV? How is it going to affect our future elections?
That is very interesting, because the only paragraph the Supreme Court brought to the notice of the world, which was quite interesting, is that even the Supreme Court agreed that non-uploading of the result on IREV reduced the confidence of the people in the election. I heard it clearly. Meaning that even the Supreme Court agrees that the election...
Nigeria don't do their wish now.
Nigeria don't do their wish. How do you feel?
God don't they work for the country. Don't say I'm no democracy.
No democracy for the nation.
No democracy. court will be hope of a common man.
Yes.
Look at how they are doing common man. Even the way they are maltreating us for this country. Goat even value past human being for this country now.
Yeah.
Look at everywhere now, hungry.